Well, today I wanted to share a huge, harsh life learning lesson is we all don't want to talk about the end and don't want to plan for that. So we tend to put it off and we don't make a will or get the right insurance or put aside money for those costs that end of life can bring. My father didn't have a will. He didn't have his wishes in writing, and that makes everything really difficult on your family when that time comes. I had no idea the true cost of funeral expenses. They're very, very steep. Funeral home, cremation, prices range. If you jump into buying that stuff, the first one I looked up, $1,900 for cremation, plus the funeral home costs. Things start rising up. You need a place to have memorial. All these things, they just really add up and can be a financial burden on your family and loved ones. Of course, making those harsh decisions as well of what you want done, things that you want. If they're not defined, it can cause a lot of grief and fighting between your family. Very hard times. I'm looking at my face right now. It looks terrible. Why? I'll be honest. I've been crying. It's been hard. We've had our fights and disagreements, and in the end, you gotta come together and make a decision. So, and this cancer stuff is no joke. It really isn't. It hurts people bad. I know in the last 4 or 5 weeks, my dad's spent easily $15,000 with diagnosis, procedures, having stuff analyzed, getting second opinion. And for what? It was all for nothing, because before he could even be in a mental state to get his diagnosis, he was gone mentally, hallucinating. Didn't know if he's coherent. Don't know if what he's telling me is truth or not. He told me some really hardcore stuff that I potentially could have put someone in jail for. But do I know if it's 100% true? Could I live with the fact if I was wrong? No way. So things get rough. And I've never been one to receive. I've never really taken anyone's charitable donations or help. But I have learned to be a great giver. I love giving selflessly, to people that never know I've given, or help people and not accept money for it. Brings me great joy. I'm lucky to be someone that knows that kind of joy. And my father taught me that. He helped people all the time and never accept money. Never wanted praise or anyone to know what he's done. Just that was for his own joy. And I'm glad to know that joy. So at this time, it is a learning lesson for me that I could use some help with these expenses. My dad's account might be lucky to have $1,400 left in it, but since there's no will, I don't truly have access to that. I have to go to probate and things I don't know about. I got a lawsuit pending because my dad was, he was affected by asbestos from working in the environment for 20 years. And his life was cut way short. He didn't get his disability or Social Security benefits because he applied for them and they said there's a 6-month waiting period. He received one check of his retirement, his Social Security benefits, that he paid $50,000 into over the course of his working career. And do you think that Social Security can have a heart and give me the death benefit of only $250? No, he didn't qualify. So just sorry. Oh, you don't have any dependents under 18? You don't have any elderly? well, you're just going to have to figure out how to do that the best you can. And, I've talked to the funeral home and the cremation services company. Do they offer financing? No. They want all their money up front. So it does sadden me today that I'm trying to do a fundraiser, and luckily for me, I'm not good at accepting charity or funds from others, but it's not for me. This is so my father can be taken care of and rest in peace. I can carry out his wishes to be cremated. So with that said, I do hope that if you can share a small donation, we're not trying to raise much, $10, $20, whatever you can share. If you can, if my dad's impacted your life, if he's helped you, if I've helped you, never charged you, be it warm my heart to know that he was loved and we can care for him at this final stage. Thank you everybody for listening and watching, and I hope you all have a blessed Christmas season this year, and you all feel the true joy of life. Thanks.